Granny, please tell us that whole story. The one you said we weren't old enough to listen. 4 cycles have passed. We aren't young anymore, said the little Tamarick. Yes, I want to hear it, followed his older brother. Lurid chuckled and said, Okay, sweethearts, I'll tell you the ballad of the lonely Zeno, but be wary. You must listen carefully and never interrupt me. After all, you are now old enough to respect the traditions. A squeal of excitement left the brother's appendages, and now old Dustrel started her story. There once was a young pale Zeno, who, one day, appeared on the outskirts of our community, and ever since it roamed around the streets of our humble village. It always wore a large, baggy hat which coronated his figure, and, covering what we presumed to be his chest, a trench coat as black as the sky of Nuria. It strolled around the city aimlessly. His limbs never showed any expressions, his strange face was always blank. The majority of our kind called it creepy, dangerous and perverted, but it didn't care. Many of these insults it didn't understand, and the ones it did, it simply ignored. Cycles passed by, and it became partially tolerated. Every day at the second flick of the 6th hour of the daily rotation, you could see it turn left from Criblex Street and enter the library. Inside, it always went to the second corridor of the first floor, and looked at the books on the first and third shelf. Then it would continue its routine. Many more cycles passed, and no one paid attention to it anymore, until one day a brave youngling approached it. You see, sweethearts, she said, at that time we ignored it, yet still we thought it was dangerous, a blasphemy to life itself. Anyway, this youngling, Firia, followed it to the second corridor of the first floor of the library, and then she spoke to him. We do not know what she said, but we know that the Xeno's strange lips curved upwards, showing a row of white objects behind them, and said a word, human. Our village imploded on itself. This aberration, this creature, it could speak. But why had it never said anything? And why did it only reply to Firia? What was a human? Aura said it was a greeting. We gradually became more and more curious, yet still, it only spoke to young Firia. We gradually learned more and more strange words such as kindness, acceptance, and then, one day, something unexpected happened. During the second flick of the 6th hour of the daily rotation, for we discovered it was a he, turned right towards the plaza. Once there, he reached the microphone used for public speeches and said, Unity. Then he disappeared. When this happened, we felt a sense of grief never felt before. It was as if a key piece of our community vanished. And then, as if by a miracle, we found a document written in our language. And here's what it said. Welcome, friends. I am a human, a member of a race you have never seen before. I was sent here by order of the Watchers Council. My purpose was to introduce you to the concept of a friendly Xeno. We know that in a galaxy this big, not everyone is friendly. But we are, and so I was sent here to help you overcome your xenophobia. And oh my, you did so splendidly. But now I have to go. However, rest assured, we will meet again in the space between the stars. Not as foes, but as friends. All in the name of unity. Signed, the Watcher's right hand. Now, sweethearts, we've finally built a spaceship. We called it Unity, a concept that we learned thanks to our friends between the stars. It is now time to meet them again.